What's up, everybody? Taking it again. What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 35 of Buckets of Duckets. I am your host in Seattle, Washington, Chase Myers. Down there in Louisiana is my co-host, the one, Josh Watts.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is episode 35, which is one more than 34, which is the last one we did. If you missed it, go down to YouTube and watch it. I didn't work on the intro this week.
Yeah, you copped out on that.
There's a whole bunch
one.
of other shit. There's some other shit going on.
Yeah, you punted just now. That was totally olayed that. You just got right out the way. If the math is just going to be adding one.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is episode 35, which is 15 more than 30 and 2 less than my favorite basketball player, Mr. Patrick Ewing of the New York Knickerbockers, formerly of, See, I went with his college and I drew a total blank. I don't remember anything right now. Was
Georgetown.
Georgetown. Damn it!
Man. Georgetown Hoyas, bro. Him and, Coach Thompson with the towel over him and stuff. Dudes are monsters.
I started watching The Last Dance like just now.
Are you serious?
Started watching that. Yeah, it's breaking my heart,
dude. It's so good. I've been waiting on this day since it came out. So literally with that documentary, they showed it in the 2018 NBA Finals. They showed like the quickest preview where they were like in 2020. Michael Jordan. They started showing legends sitting down. And so Kobe and they saw Phil Jackson. You saw the Tony Kukoc. And you just kept seeing him sit down.
Goddamn right.
And dude, my whole goal from that day until pandemic time 2020, when the documentary was finally coming out, was just survive. That's all I wanted to do. I had known for years, they're like, there's all this video of Michael Jordan just ripping his teammates' assholes. Like, he is just they're like, there's all this backstage footage of him being just a crazy competitive asshole. And I wanted it so much.
Yeah.
Dude, it was so they released them 2 at a time for 5 weeks in a row. Jordan.
Just living Jordan,
bro. I was watching the episodes, and then the next morning listening to podcasts about them, and then going back and like, dude, you would thought I was getting paid, like how invested I was. And you're like, this must be some type of job he does or something, because no person would invest this much time of their life into
for no reason.
It's a player that retired when you were like 10, dude. Like I remember him in '98 whenever I was like 9 or whatever. Like I was a crazy sports fan then too, but like, I mean, I think I was just so interested because I didn't see him like in the 80s, like I didn't see him in the 80s and the like that time where he was just the most athletic person of all time. Like, just imagine being so good at what you do that everybody has to catch up. Like, now every person has caught up to like every normal like prospect now is like Jordan. That's the standard. He came out so good that now you got to at least be that good to play. Like, that's how, like, that dude changed the game so much. Like, nobody had like a 45-inch vertical leap before them. Like, them dudes were jumping over like barely a phone book for years. Like, that's all.
There was no jumping in basketball. Larry Bird didn't leave his feet one fucking time until Michael Jordan joined.
You ain't lying.
He would shoot underhanded every fucking shot. That's how they shot in the NBA until Michael Jordan came in.
It is funny, like, thinking about those like little things in sports that like just appear out of nowhere. Like, so you were talking about the jumping thing, and so for real, like in the 1960s, like Bill Russell, right? Apparently, I didn't realize this. They didn't keep like statistics for blocks back then, but apparently he would have led the league. And I was watching this documentary about him, and they were like, he was the first player to like jump to block your shot. Like, that's like that. It was considered like bad defense to leave your feet at the time. Like, can you imagine like doing something that seems so basic and it's just like, oh, what the fuck? He left his goddamn feet. I don't know.
Imagine being the first dude that it happens to. Like, you go to shoot, he jumps up in the air. You're like, God. I mean, fuck, man, come on. What are you doing? My family's right out there. What are you doing? My wife just saw that, you fucking asshole.
It's gotta be. I played my whole life. I've never seen that. My whole life.
Your ankles break next time, you fuck. Whatever. I started basketball like 80. I was 9 or 10 when I got into it and started playing it, and then I started watching it to get better at playing it because the kids. I just wanted to fit in. The kids in the neighborhood play basketball, so I started watching it, and then I was pretty good at it. And we would play 21. I don't know. That was like my favorite game ever. But nothing in the world did I enjoy about basketball more than blocking somebody's shot and talking shit to them when I did it. Like even the friendliest of games, I'm gonna try to slap the ball as far away from you as I can when you try to shoot. But I never jumped. I didn't leave my feet. I didn't know you could do that. Fuck did I know. And then turns out you can jump.
You can do that.
Damn.
I always get like, I was never like a bitch shit talker in basketball, but I've always been the greatest shooter of all time. So I mean, I wouldn't tell you that I'm the greatest shooter of all time, but after a couple shots, you would know, and I would get real smug about it. I get real smug. But here's the thing: is why I have the talent of being the best shooter you've ever seen in your life. I at the same time am the worst dribbler you've ever seen in your like. I could never create my own shot. Like anytime, like my thing was run around until I fucking tired out the other person, got an open shot. Like I was just running off of screens. I was Reggie Miller, bro. That was who I was. I was just kicking my foot out, trying to draw fouls and sending choke signs to people's grandmas in the stands and shit.
Dude. I was a Knicks fan and I fucking lived the life, bro. You played me at 9 years old. You're catching an elbow in the neck. I don't give a shit.
That's
I'm gonna kick your dick. Then. I don't fucking care. I'll stomp your toes out. Every time we would play basketball, though, I got. At first, I didn't care, and then when I started getting kind of like better at it, I got real competitive. And to the point where when I would lose at basketball, the next game was like, all right, let's play football then. Because I was bigger than everybody. I'm like, nah, let's play football now.
Let's play a real game. Let's
get the football out. Let's get, no touch. No touch. Come on, let's get the ball out.
Let's do a real thing. Real thing. I remember when I was a junior high, I remember like, you know, there's the psycho kids or whatever. There's like, you're in 6th grade, but there's like a dude who's like somehow been to juvie like 4 times already. And
Nate Dogg, he had gold teeth while we were in 8th grade. His name was Nate Dogg. He was like 26.
Yeah. He's like, you're like, how's this part? Like, I'm pretty sure like this person works with my mom after work. Like, after school. Like, I'm pretty sure I've seen him. Like,
he's on my dad's bowling league.
I remember, so he's one of those fucking psycho kids, and I remember like just playing basketball at PE, and one day it's just kids, and they were like street ball rules, and he was like, yeah, fuck yeah, and just started just punching kid like just like, no, let's fucking street ball, bro. I was like fucking terrified.
He pulls out a knife. You're like, you're 19. What are you doing?
It's not street ball. It's prison rules, motherfucker. Like, calm down.
All right.
How have you lived that much life already?
Anybody from Denham around my age, as soon as I said Nate Dogg, knows exactly who I'm talking about. This dirty piece of shit. He was such. All right. He was like
Dusty.
20. He was. Oh, man. All right. So. Do you remember when the junior high and the high school, well, it was the freshman high and the high school were right across the street from each other?
Yeah, that's still how it is, right?
Before it was freshman high, it was the junior high.
Right, okay, yeah. When I went there, it was the freshman high.
When I was a senior at the high school, my little brother was in 6th grade at the junior high across the street. And he kept coming home, like, kind of roughed up, or, like, I knew something was going on, and I knew he was getting fucked with, and he wouldn't tell me. And we have. Do you remember whenever you'd have PE? Because I was in advanced honors PE as a senior.
Whoa. This man majored in PE.
Now listen, advanced honors PE means that you are a senior about to graduate and know that you will not be going to college. So you're not concerned about an earth science or a chemistry credit or whatever. Let me get out there and manhandle a bunch of freshmen. Let's play football. Let's play some football, bro. Let's get some football out here, huh? So, all right, I'm in advanced honors PE, and we are outside the Hornsby gym. If you're not from Denham, none of this means anything to you. But it was very easy during PE to sneak across the street to the junior high. And I went and I did that one day because my PE was the advanced honors class was around lunchtime. And I snuck over across the street during PE and waited in the cafeteria. I saw my little brother come in. I wish I hadn't started this story now. I saw my little brother come in.
Tell me a story of when you beat up that 12-year-old. Of when you left.
I saw my little brother come into the room, come into the cafeteria, and he went to sit down, and Dirty Dick Nate Dogg walked over to him. This kid had gold teeth in junior high, and he was in junior high when I was in junior high, and I'm a senior now, and he's still in the junior high. No shit. So he goes over, starts some shit with my brother, and like makes my brother get up or whatever because he wants his table, and calls him a slur that I didn't appreciate. And anyway, I jumped across the table and beat the shit out of a kid that could have been like 8 years younger than me or whatever. Dude, in my head, it was going to be like the coolest. Like I was going to run and I stepped on the cafeteria on the table and I was going to jump up and hit him. And then when he clearly was going to be knocked unconscious or dead, his head would fly out of the window. And then I was going to jump out of the hole that his head made through the window to make my escape. I had this fucking planned out.
Seamless.
I knew what was going to happen. And
no need for plan B. Plan A is foolproof. I can't see
plan A
any
is fucking solid.
Yeah.
So, but I did have the plan as I was going to run, jump, hit him in the air, and the second I hit the ground, run out of the cafeteria. That was my plan.
Yeah.
Now, when I jumped and I hit him, and I hit him really fucking hard. But he was not unconscious. And he was actually just really ready to fight then.
It made him real mad.
Yeah,
he got stronger.
This 30-year-old man wanted to fight me. So then, but I was already starting to run because I hit him and was like, I got to get out of here because I'm beating up a junior high kid. It doesn't matter that he's 30. I'm beating up a junior high kid. I got to get out of here.
Also, you're trespassing. You're just a stranger that just walked into the cafeteria, punched a child.
All right.
Fair enough. Yeah. Okay.
Whatever. But so I hit him, and then in stride just was running out, and then I saw he wasn't dead or unconscious like I surely assumed he would be. I've watched wrestling so far at that point my entire life, so I expected him when I hit him to flip in the air and fall over on his face and never move again.
Right.
And he didn't. He just looked at me because I hit him, and it was like stumble back and then charged me to fight. But I was already running out of the door to get away from it because this is assault on a child or whatever. Even though he's 30, it doesn't matter.
Whatever.
But being the dumb alpha male, dumb dipshit I am, I'm running and I realize he's not unconscious. And so it looks like I'm just running away from a fight. So I stopped and turned around and went back into the cafeteria to finish fighting him. And we fought until teachers broke us up. And then they told us to go to the principal's office. And
you were like, I don't go to school here.
I just left. I just left. They were like, go to the office, and they were breaking everything up, and I just left.
Walked back across the street to...
No, I don't know if any... I was in a PE uniform.
PE
I don't
class.
know. I just fucking walked right back across the street. Kid, he died. I stabbed him 6 times before I walked across the street, though. I took a pencil, and I just fucking kidney poked him. I put holes in that...
You always like almost get away without telling on yourself, and then at the very end you're like, "Oh yeah, then I killed that dude. I totally killed that dude."
Yeah, dude, I'm not scared.
If you thought that at first this was like bad, but you could laugh about it, you can't. There's his mom. His mom is sad now. She's never gonna be the same. The school had like a candle vigil. I went and was blowing out the candles at the funeral.
Now I want to tell you another story of when I thought I was being a hero for my little brother. Okay, dude, this is, there is a kid named Thomas.
Put his name in the streets. Put it out there, Thomas.
And he lived up the street and around the corner from us.
Put his address in the streets. Thomas.
And his mom, his mom still works it. And he, and when we were growing up in Denham, like, because we didn't live in a neighborhood. It was just like a street with a cul-de-sac. So everybody on the street was friends. There was like 4 of us that were around the same age. You just didn't have a choice. You were all friends. Some of them listen to this show right now, and you're not the ones I'm talking about. I loved you with all my heart, and I was glad we were friends. So, there was a rental, like a rental house around the street from us, and I know it was a rental house because new kids were always moving in and out and coming in. And then this kid named Thomas moved in, and he did this.
Ooh, explain it. Podcast.
Okay. He rolled his head around in a circle, like on his shoulders. Looks like he's stretching, but he just did it.
Just cracking his neck all day.
He just did it all the time. We had to play with him because our parents thought something was wrong with him. Unless you grew up in the 80s or 90s, you don't understand what that meant. But we'd be like, I don't want him over. He smells funny and he moves his head weird and he screams a lot. I don't want him to come over. And then mom's like, no, you have to play with him because, he's not going to live past 8 probably or whatever. So
you have to be friends.
You got to be friends with the little kid. But he always wanted to burn stuff. Like his idea of playing was he always wanted to set something on fire. And look, let's just put this out there in the Duckets land. I'm always for burning some shit down. Fucking burn it all down. I'm for it always. But, let's do some other stuff.
Let's mix it up. Let's play some football.
So anyway, this kid hung around for like a couple of weeks and he was a real shithead. And then he came over one day and he was in the front yard with my little brother. And on our street, there was like a group my age that was older, and then my little brother, 5 years younger than me. So around that age, there was like 2 groups, and Thomas was somewhere in between. Anyway, when he came over, he was outside in my front yard with my little brother and the other little kids in the neighborhood. And I don't know what happened, but Thomas slapped my little brother across the face.
Mm-hmm.
And I ran outside and balled my fist up, and I was young. This is the first dude I've ever really punched in the face. And I punched him as hard as I could in the nose. And his nose exploded. And I thought I'd killed him. I remember I was fucking terrified because he was bleeding. And like I wanted to run inside and get paper towels to clean his nose up. Just like, don't towel on me. You know how
right,
when you're a kid and you hurt somebody, you're like, no. Look, you can keep my bite. Just don't say anything.
Right. I don't even want it. Look.
But I punched this kid real hard. And I thought I was a hero because I had punched this kid that had slapped my little brother. And his mom came over to the house later. We were eating dinner. And I knew he ran home and said he was going to tell on me. And when you're a kid then, there wasn't cell phones. And so you just had to wait and knowing you're going to die because you're sitting at dinner and your dad's like, what are you doing? How was your day? And you're like, nothing. What? Huh? No. Good.
You're acting weird.
And we were sitting down eating dinner. And the sun starts going down. And when you're a kid and the sun goes down, you're like, oh, it's over. Like, nothing can happen now.
I made it. I made it, baby.
And then the doorbell rang. And Thomas's mom had come over and was like, I want to know why you punched my son. And then I said, well, because he slapped my little brother. And then I remember the parents talking. And my dad made me go sit in the office. And I was like, well, I'm a hero, dude. I stood up and saved my little brother who was getting abused. I'm a hero, brother. They're probably going to pin a medal on me when he gets in here.
That's probably what they're talking about is what type of reward I'm going to get for being an outstanding child and protector of my family.
And a hero, I'll probably be the youngest congressman ever. They'll probably just make me a congressman.
Easily. You're a cop. Easy. Like at least at first you're serving and protecting the people at minimum.
And I'll never forget, my dad walked in the room and he didn't have the pride and joy in his face that I thought he was going to have. And he sat down next to me on the couch instead of across in his office chair like he normally would have to get the pins to pin on my chest to make me a hero. Mm-hmm. And I swear, I don't have a good memory, but I'll never forget the first words he said were, Josh, do you know what mental retardation means?
Oh, we got to have a conversation, Josh. Maybe he just doesn't know. Maybe he doesn't know what he did.
The whole, turns out he had, I don't know, in the 80s they just called him mentally retarded. I don't know if it was autism. Like, he had something wrong with him. And I probably shouldn't have punched him in the face. And he was also younger than me. So, as my dad is saying this, I'm like, I'm a hero. And the more he talks, I'm like, oh, he's what? Oh, yeah. Oh, his dad's dead? Oh, right.
Oh.
Okay. Uh-huh. Oh, his little sister got killed in a car wreck. He's what? Oh, how old is he? No, that's great. That's really good. But he slapped Jacob. You saw that, right?
Slap, and
he slapped him right in the face.
That can't be accepted.
And people know he's my brother. So, and my dad was like, I don't think that's good enough. I'll never forget. I was so sure I was going to be a hero for sticking up for my brother that I always pick on. But my dad asked me, do you know what mentally retarded means or something? And I was like, oh, wait, this isn't going to be the hero story that I thought it was. It's not a good origin story.
No, it's not. But
it's not a good origin story.
You overcame. He
ended up stealing a bike and got arrested. Like, we watched him, 12 years old, 13 years old, get put in handcuffs and put in a police car and driven away.
Because he did what?
He stole somebody's bike. Stole a kid down the street's bike. And
did your dad come in and explain to the cop what mental retardation is? Or
he was trying. He was running down the street. He's like, no, wait, hold on. It's been a big confusion. This whole situation has become retarded. Let me clear this up for you.
I was trying to think of. I was thinking of like kids I didn't want to hang out with whenever I was younger. That I was like forced. Like they were just like forced into my life. And there were these two twins named Rusty and Dusty.
Yeah, I already don't like
Dude,
it.
These poor dorks, bro. They were
you don't stand.
Dude, they were like redheaded kids, like all pale and like just like nerdy shit. And they like took karate, but everybody could beat their ass. And like
That's the worst, dude.
It was real tough. And they just
don't tell anybody you take karate until you can kill a human. Like, don't even mention it.
I thought they said that in class. I thought that's what they told you. I thought that you only.
That's how you get your first belt. Is that you don't say a goddamn thing until they teach you how to kill somebody with your thumb. Then talk about it.
Now you can say something.
You tell me you do karate, I'm gonna try to fight you. I'm taking my shirt off and running full speed.
Exactly. That's how you handle it.
That's still the best move ever.
It's the
Rusty and Dusty.
So Rusty and Dusty, and they just weren't cool, man. And
a bunch of ginger dipshits. That's what they were.
They went to the same to just a couple red dummies, right? And they went to the same daycare I went to. In elementary school, they rode
just the bus. Trying to force themselves into your life, huh?
They rode the bus with me, and I had most classes with them, right? And it was a tragic thing because Dusty might have been okay. Dusty might have been able to stay quiet. Dusty knew what he was. He knew not to be trying to hang out with people.
He knew not to shoot above his.
He knew like where to find the other like the dorks that are like drawing like anime in the corner. He's like, that's my.
He knew what he was doing.
That's my team over there, and like but Rusty was always shooting for the stars, man. And
ambitious sons of bitches, man.
And it just never worked out for him, bro. And it was just so tough. And I feel bad because I literally was like all elementary school and junior high, just trying to distance myself from how nerdy they were. But I had grown up mostly with them. They were just always in my life 5 days a week for a lot of time. And so here's the tragic story. Here's the one. So this is why I say Rusty was taken.
Get to the tragedy. That's what Buckets of Duckets about.
Rusty
break some fucking hearts.
Rusty was he was taking down Dusty's life, right? So they were originally a grade above me, right?
I know where this is going.
Rusty fucks up. And instead, they don't want one kid to be a grade higher than the other, so now they both fail. So they hold back Dusty because of Rusty's dumbass, right? It's like the second grade.
Fucked up.
Do you remember like what it was like when somebody got held back? Like how just it was like a fucking scar on it, like to like.
I had a friend in second or third grade that got held back, and I just didn't ever talk.
No, he's done. He's out of your life.
I thought I was gonna catch dummy or whatever. I'm just like, I'm not. No, man.
It's so cutthroat.
What do you? No, dude. Go to the other playground. You don't belong on this tunnel. The red tunnel is for third graders. Get the fuck out of here.
Maybe you'll figure it out the second time.
Where you belong. it was cut. I remember,
dude. It's so tough trying to navigate. You're trying to navigate like socially, like understand like who you are, like what like people are like mean and bullies and shit, and
you know exactly who you don't want to be.
Like you know you don't want to be. Yeah, exactly. You know you just want to stay with this class at the very least. You want to stay with your class.
There's a dude that for real I went to school with from kindergarten on, and he got held back in 3rd or 4th grade. And right now, like friends. Right now, when I think of him, that's one of the first things I remember was that he got held back.
The summer
like
you lost him. The summer you lost him.
If he introduced him, like if I ran into a store and introduced him to my family, I'd say, this idiot didn't make it past. He had to do 3rd grade twice. This idiot. We stopped talking at 7 because he was too stupid. Look at this idiot. Look at him.
For 3rd grade.
Just in there buying groceries like a normal person. Oh, God. Good for you.
Good for you, man. Look at you. You made it. You made it.
But I do remember, like, you were just like, that was it, dude. When you came back from the summer and they weren't in that classroom with you and you see them on the playground, you're like, hey, what the fuck happened here?
Everybody realizes, oh, shit.
Oh, he's dumb. Dumb.
Michael's dumb. I knew Michael was dumb. I knew your dumb ass.
I said it last year. He was dumb.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right, the guy that.
Hold on. Let me finish. Like, hold on. Let me get Rusty and Test. So.
Wait. The guy that was dumb. The guy that failed that I was talking about. When I say he was dumb, one of my examples of him being dumb was that he rooted for Ultimate Warrior when it was Hogan versus Warrior. And I remember arguing, and I was like, that's why you got held back right there, you dumb.
Everybody knew Hogan was getting his title back. Everybody knew the Hulkster was coming back. He gave it to him, and now it's going to happen.
Good job, dumbass.
All right, so
Rusty and dumb old Dusty.
So after Rustin has made Dustin do 2nd grade over again. Yeah, Rustin and Dustin.
Whoa, I thought you said Rusty and Dusty.
I did, but their full names. Yeah. If you named Rustin, bro.
That's bad. That's almost as bad as being from Rustin.
So this is the thing that ended their social lives, both of them, forever. They never. I can't talk to them to this day. One of them sent me a friend request. I just deleted it, and then I immediately texted like somebody I knew from high school. It was like, this fucking dork tried to. I couldn't even.
This dummy got a computer.
I couldn't even let him to this day. So 6th grade, right? We're what, 12? They're I guess 13. Yeah. Bro, Rusty.
They already got beards.
Rusty shits his pants, right? Rusty shits his pants.
Oh, it's done.
Spanish class embarrasses himself. It's like he never shit his pants before. He didn't quietly. Like get himself. He didn't ask the teacher, but ma'am, I need to go to the bathroom or whatever. He dead sprints out of the classroom. Runs like through the common area so that other classes
like a goddamn dummy.
Yeah, so that other classes are going on and see him running and they go, what is Rusty running about? And all the kids that are in the Spanish class start, oh my god, Rusty shit his pants. He just ran out because he shit his pants. Blah, blah, blah. And it moves quick.
Okay.
It takes nothing, dude. There's no cell phones yet. We're too young. Like there's not, but it's that like I knew in a whole other class. Oh shit, Rusty shit his pants. God damn. And so the second that class is over, like. Fucking 200 6th graders are just on Rusty. You shitty booty old boy, running to the bathroom, shit dropping down your pants. Oh, run and run! Look, listen what this coward Rusty does. This fucking coward blames it on his brother. Goes, no, that wasn't me. That was Dusty. And now there's a big Rusty Dusty argument over who shit their pants. And here's what happens. Here's what happens. 6th grade decided we don't got time to parse this out. You know what happened? You both shit your pants. You both shit your pants. And now Dusty had to go through the rest of his life as being, he shit his pants too in Spanish class.
A dummy that couldn't graduate and shit his pants. God damn,
yeah.
Dude.
Took them both down. Dusty could be like, he could be changing this planet right now, dude. He could be finding a cure for cancer. But no, he got held back. He had to sit.
Oh, shitty booty.
He passed 2nd grade and had to sit through it the 2nd time because his dirty booty brother couldn't keep up.
Dude, that's no joke. Before social media if somebody shit in their pants, like, it was just in. You knew. You're just
nothing
like,
got out quicker. Nothing got out quicker. Did somebody shit their pants? Oh my god.
Denham Springs had 2 junior highs when I was coming up and 1 high school. So both the junior highs dumped into the same high school.
Mm-hmm. That's the same way when I went too. It's 3 now, but when I went, it was 2.
Okay, all right. In 7th grade, 6th or 7th grade, there was a kid named Sean Bean who shit his pants in the, like, going to his locker. And, like, what I remember about it was he just had shitty pants for, like, another hour. Like, it wasn't, he was at his locker with shitty pants. Like, he was just, and then.
He's just going to go by his shitty pant day. just gonna live my life for shitting my pants today.
In my head, he put the shitty pants back on the next day and came back to school. But it seemed like he didn't immediately go change. Like, he was at his locker with shitty pants, people yelling at him and clowning him. I say people like it wasn't me. But he then the next day just fucking, he was gone.
Yeah, you gotta change schools.
And then come 9th grade, like,
you gotta go live with your aunt or something.
He dumps into the high school system, and I said, I see him, and I'm like, hey, I think that's Sean Bean. And then one of my friends says, the kid that shit himself? And then that was it. Like, that was it for the rest of high school. Yeah, he moved schools, and it didn't matter. The second he came in, there's those shitty booty ass right there. Look at him. You can still smell it.
Oh, doo-doo boy.
Stink on you, old doo-doo butt ass coming up here. If I saw him today, I'd yell at him. Look at old doo-doo ass Sean. Look at you.
Oh, dirty draws Sean. Look at old dirty draws over there.
I shit my pants one time at school and just walked home.
Because you had the decency to do that. You knew it was over.
I was so close. Like, I lived, my parents lived, you know where Northside Baptist Church is, behind Denham High School? This is very, very inside.
Yeah, you don't have to give me the directions like that. You can just...
I lived like 200 feet behind the high school.
Yeah.
And the junior high when I was growing up. And one day I was in between classes and I went to the bathroom. And there was a girl that I was like talking to that was waiting outside the bathroom. We were going to walk to class together. And I shit myself before I made it into the bathroom. And not just like, like a little bit, like if I moved, it was going to fall out. And I had shit.
It was a problem.
So I just had to stay in the bathroom until the bell rang. And I knew that she had gone to class. And then I just walked out of the bathroom and I fucking walked home. I walked. And 200 yards or however it was behind the school was like the shortest walk ever until you try to do it full of with
right, so you got to waddle, so you got to shit waddle.
I remember walking, and then just walking in my house at noon, and my mom was like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And then having to be like, "Well, I shit my pants, and I'm trying to come home." And she,
is that okay, Ma? Is that okay? I shit my pants. I want to come home. I want to come home where I feel safe. Do I have to explain to you that I shit my pants? Can you not hear me? Is that what just happened?
Fucking Siri just started. Ugh.
Did you miss all that gold? Because I was giving gold.
Even with the do not disturb fucking Siri.
God damn.
God damn.
Well, the podcast people loved it. It's probably going to be their favorite part. I'm sorry that you missed that, but.
Yeah, sorry, man. Fucking Siri, whatever I said, just thought I was Siri's like, oh, hey, what? Like I'm talking to you.
Oh, do you want to list? You want to list the people that shit their pants? Here you go. Here's Josh.
I remember my goddamn mother wanted me. I walked home, shitty drawers. Walk in the house. You cannot walk 200 yards from your junior high where you're just fragile and worrying about how your armpits smell all day because you don't understand where hair is coming from and why you're sweaty. Walking 200 yards with shitty drawers all the way home, just defeated. And your mom says, clean up and I'll take you back.
No, we don't go back that day.
Nah, no. Dude.
You take me to McDonald's and you give me an ice cream cone. Right? That's what happens today. Okay? I went through some stuff.
What my mom would do was give me an LJN wrestler and let me watch a VHS of wrestling. But no, this time she's like, oh, clean your dirty booty ass up and let's go back to school where you can look at all those people in the face again. And like, they know what happened. Like, people know when I went in the bathroom, like Josh was in the bathroom and never came out. And then they go in and look for me, I'm dead. Now there's an aura. Is Josh a ghost? A spy? What happened? He went in there taking shit and he's just gone. You want me to go right back and just ruin the illusion? God damn. It's dumb. It's dumb. Once you shit your pants, you never go back. Not ever once. No, not one time.
No person has ever been the same after they shit their pants.
And I farted too hard at an open mic and never went back. I never did. I never went back to that open mic again, just in case.
Yeah.
Real hard fart, and I was like, you know what? I'm out.
I gotta go, dude. I don't know if I can
do this show anymore.
My reputation will not come back from this for sure.
Oh, God damn it. I still don't have social media.
Dude, I'm so proud of you. Like, I'm so jealous and proud, and I'll never do it. I'll never do it. But I can't tell you how much I don't want to see you on social media. I want you, like, I'm living through you right now. Like, every day that I check and you're not, because you go for it on social media. You spam all social media whenever you're like rolling. And so every day when I wake up, I'm like, am I going to wake up to 20 tweets from Josh? Is this the morning? And every time I was like, yes. Yeah, Josh. Fucking stay strong, buddy. You're fucking better than all of us.
It's like Goodwill. It's just like Goodwill Hunting. Every day I check Twitter. You know what? I hope I don't fucking see you there. Every fucking morning.
Exactly.
I hope that you're not going to fucking be there.
How's it been? How's it been?
It took a little bit, like, I did not realize how addicted, honestly, how addicted I was to it. I didn't realize. I mean, I sort of realized how much. That's why I wanted to get off of it. But I would just catch myself for no reason opening Facebook up again 30 seconds later to read opinions that I don't like from people I don't fucking care about. Like, and then get mad about opinions about, like, you've lived in Denham Springs for 35 years. I know what your opinions probably are, and I don't give a fuck. There's a reason I haven't talked to you since high school, so just having you be able to just say your stupid opinions in my face when I don't want it is the worst shit ever. But it took a while. Like, I put on news apps, like 2 news apps, and instead of Facebook, I would open my phone and just read CNN and be like, no, this is stupid. Put it back down.
I didn't even go to school with this person. What the fuck? Yeah.
It took a while to adjust to that and to not think of every moment as a way to tweet it into a joke, or I don't know if that makes sense, but to just live in a moment and not be like, I need to get a picture of this so I can tweet it, or that sounds insane, but it's.
No, that's how every person is. What you just described is how every person is. So it's not insane.
Like, everything would be like, how can I phrase this as a tweet? How can I do this as a tweet? And I don't miss it at all right now.
Yeah. No,
I don't miss it at all. I didn't realize how much anxiety it was causing me and how I was getting angry about people I don't give a fuck about's opinions.
Dude, so that's what would get to you. You used to all the time, like, bad comics would get to you. Like, you would send me all the time, like, you would send me some ain't shit comic that we both know doesn't perform anywhere or whatever, and you'd be like, look at what this stupid shit said. And I'd be like, yeah, he's a stupid shit. That's what stupid shit say. It's not, it's a not funny comics. It's a not funny. And you would get so annoyed with it. You'd be like, but it's a, what's a,
yeah, but fuck them though, right?
Who the fuck?
Who the fuck? Oh yeah, dude. I would get so mad about it. And now I feel like I'm better than I'm better than everybody.
So do you know what's going on in the internet world? Have you, do you know the...
I have a friend, one of my best friends in the world, Pat. He listens. Hey, Pat.
What up, Pat?
Pat used to be my supervisor in the military. He's like a big brother. He's one of my best friends in the entire world. He runs a Facebook group that used to be a Trump mocking group, but now he is bringing people in, and it's like a steal the election, stop the steal group. And he's just filling it full of people and letting them say whatever they want. And then once he builds up enough, he's just going to start ripping them down. Anyway, and I'm an admin in this group, and I deleted Facebook or deactivated it. But when you're an admin of a group, you could still get messages because I still had messengers. So you could still, and one morning at like 3 a.m, I got 45 messages because some shit was going on in that group and people are messaging me. And I was like, oh, this is so now I don't have Facebook Messenger anymore either, technically, because of that.
Yeah, who wants to deal with that? Like, just like listen to what you just said. You got 45 messages because your friend made a goofy group, making fun of one group, and then added in a bunch of other goofy people making fun of them, and now their goofy anger is messaging you in the morning. Like, how absurd is all of that?
It's really funny to watch some of the Trump people explain why they believe what they believe, and then to let them know how all of it is stupid. But like that's exactly what I got off to avoid. That's exactly why. And it was like they're trying to silence me because I posted this meme, and I was like, oh, I don't fucking care at all.
Oh, I'm gonna silence you too. Actually, I'm about to mute you.
I'm done.
Delete. Yeah.
So no, I actually
I turned in my badge and gun. This is over.
I stopped. I deleted the news apps off my phone too. I've been.
Man.
It's been nice, dude. I'm living in the moment. I'm. Now me and the kids have a thing where we watch a movie a day with no screens. Everybody has to leave tablets, phones, everything in another room, and we all snuggle up on the bed and watch a movie. And then usually that translates into us going outside and doing something without. It's the best thing in the world, dude.
What is it? The 1950s? What's going on over there, dude?
It's so life. The other day I went to the store and just forgot my phone. That could have never happened because like, what if I see somebody I know, I got to tweet about them or something? Just fucking forgot it. Didn't even think about it.
Dude, you're the best. You're the greatest person of all time. So
I don't know anything that's going on, and I love it.
Dude, that's amazing. So here, I'll catch you up. So I'll give you some celebrity gossip.
Wait, I do want to tell you though, the worst thing about being off social media is that everybody screenshots and sends you screenshots of the stuff that you got off of social media.
Dude, we gotta keep you in the loop, bro. Because
like, listen to what this dumb fuck said, and sitting. I'm like, that comic ain't shit. It ain't never been shit.
Yep.
Anyway.
So here's to keep you in the loop. Here's some celebrity gossip that's going on.
I was about to just randomly throw a town out under the bus, like Lake Charles ain't a comedy town, just to see if anybody thought I was talking about them specifically. All right, celebrity gossip.
Oh
Ben Affleck's dead.
So Ben Affleck died.
Oh fuck.
J-Lo killed him. I
get
it. She's still mad.
It's a hell of a way to go.
She's still mad about Geely or whatever, and so so her and A-Rod went over there with one of her high heels and just stabbed him in the heart. And
is A-Rod? Is she with A-Rod?
Yeah, Alex Rodriguez. Yeah, and and they Instagram live the whole thing. They didn't give a fuck. They were like they were like holding his severed head. They're like holding his severed head into the camera, and it was like nobody. It was
one of the reels on Instagram.
Yeah, nobody. It was like promoted. It was weird, dude. Like
favorite for part 2.
Everybody was really okay with that man dying. Like they just didn't really.
Geely was a really bad movie. It
was a bad movie. Somebody had to die. Somebody had to die for it.
You gotta set the table straight. The scales of justice need to be balanced. Everybody knows that. Ben appreciates that.
So this one, actually, even this one's the real one, but it sounds crazier than so you know the fucking Winklevoss twin dude from social media or from the Social Network movie, fucking Army Hammer.
Yeah, I like Army Hammer.
Yeah,
wait, hold on.
Yeah, be careful. Be careful. I'm not telling you the story. Be like, well, he saved a puppy. He saved babies from a burning building. It was amazing. That dude's a fucking cannibal, bro. Yeah. Yeah, like was sending girls messages about wanting to eat them and shit, and like some girl he used to date said something about like every time she got a cut he wanted to like suck her finger and shit like that. Like he dropped out of some movie with Jennifer Lopez. That's why her name was in my head. Like so you missed that. So everybody's been ripping him all week.
So what all right, that's really funny. I liked Army Hammer. I mean, if he's eating dudes, I guess I won't support him anymore. I don't know.
See, fucking cancel culture, bro. Just immediately, you eat one calf and people jump off after all he's given you, all the good acting he's done. You fucking nibble on a toe one afternoon and your whole goddamn career's over. I
love Shia LaBeouf. Shia LaBeouf, I love that dude. And,
dude, so the week
he's a cannibal. He's been rumored to be a cannibal for years. And he was on Ellen, and she asked, like, what's the craziest rumor you heard about yourself? And he was like, oh, people think I'm a cannibal. And she's like, what? He's like, oh, people think I eat humans. And then she was like, do you? And he was like, no. He waited way too long to say no, though. So it's just funny to hear.
Hello, Clarice.
Guy, I mean, the dude's name is Army Hammer. Yeah, he eats people. Right?
Yeah, he eats
probably.
People. So that's been the only like outside of. Oh, did you know Trump got impeached? Did you know?
That's Donald?
Yeah, Donald Trump. For nothing, dude. Not like for not like, bro. The man just convinced a bunch of people to try to overthrow the government. Like, when did we become such a weak fucking country that, so now this man's not a great leader? Oh, so now suddenly we got a problem with this man?
So now the president got Me Too'd because he incited an insurrection is what you're trying to tell me? Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. All of a sudden, if Obama had a bunch of people storm the Capitol, they'd put his fucking statue, they'd send his statue to all the other countries. Like France gave us a Statue of Liberty. It'd just be a statue of Obama, and they'd be like, hey, here you go. Put this up in your country somewhere, you fucks. And they'd have to do it because they don't. Obama drone kill all their kids or whatever he did. Allegedly. Yeah. But at least he doesn't have orange face or whatever. Huh. Whew.
Dummies.
Fucking cancel culture. Dummies. You fucking whiny bitches. I did hear that, did you hear the recording? Like, during the Capitol. Oh no! Wait, tell me more internet stuff before we go.
One of the congresswomen, like one of the there's like QAnon people that have been elected to different. Yeah. So one of them wore a fucking mask that said censored on it while she was on national TV. Every channel speaking on the house floor about what's going on in our world. She felt very censored, so everybody was ripping her fucking ass the whole time. That was just like, dude, the fucking if you're censored, then like, bruh.
The way you led that up, because I was waiting for you to finish to be like, oh, censored, like you just fucking laid right, yeah. You real censored lady on every TV channel in front of the entire nation on the U.S. Senate floor. God, yo,
yeah, they won't let her talk. You will never hear her side of it. You'll never hear what she thinks. It's just ridiculous.
Is that the Congress lady from Colorado who looks like she's 6 and said she was going to bring her Glock to? She made a big commercial and she's like, I'm bringing my Glock on the Capitol Hill, and then everybody on Capitol was like, actually, no, you're not.
No, it's a different weirdo. Believe it or not, it wasn't that one. Isn't that crazy? That isn't the same person. Because it's
the last really good politician thing I saw was, I think it's Marjorie Taylor Greene, I think is her name. She tweeted out like that because of lockdown, she was stuck in a hotel. There wasn't a gym around her for hundreds of miles that were open, and so she was doing her. Posted a picture of her working out in her hotel room because she's being censored and can't go to the gym. And then, like, literally every gym within 300 miles of her was like, oh, we're actually open right now.
We would love to have you.
Everybody, go fuck yourself, lady. We're all open. That was the last one I saw.
Yeah, there's a lot of
that. I think Donald Trump Jr., the last thing I saw was, what was it? Trump Jr. was coked out and something about coke. I don't know.
Yeah, that could have been any time in the last... I don't know, his life, probably. Yeah, so Trump's not going to is not going to go to trial until after Biden is inaugurated. But I actually kind of like that, because I feel like if Trump was still in office, all the Republicans would fight to not have him removed because they wouldn't want just a Republican president got removed. But now that...
And he'd be a martyr then.
Right, but now that if they convict him, he just can't run. He can't hold any other office. But you're not actually removing him from anything. And so I think all those motherfuckers about to turn on him because they no longer need him. They don't have like McConnell.
He's not in a position to help them anymore. He's not in a position to help them or hold anything over the head. They don't need him anymore. Boom.
Like McConnell already said, like he's never going to talk to Trump for the rest of it. Like, he's done talking to Trump.
Good.
Like this is the first time that evil motherfucker's evil shit might actually work in my, like, just the fact that whatever like McConnell wants happens. I think he wants to fuck Donald Trump. So I think that's what's about to happen. And by the way, I say fuck Donald Trump. What I mean is he's about to give Donald Trump every consequence that he should have gotten his entire life. That's what I mean. I don't mean he's fucking him over. I mean he's finally going to get what he's had coming to him since birth, I guess. I don't,
in a just world, all of that, he would get everything that's coming to him, and it almost makes sense that the Republicans stood by him and defended him while he was a Republican president, because if he's impeached twice, removed from office, it'll be a long time before you can get another Republican in the office, just because of the stain on that. Still probably going to happen, but they didn't want to jump till the ship was definitely sinking, but now it's sinking, and you can see him but it's like, it's a lot of it is showboat. Like, it's not real.
Yeah, what's Lindsey man?
Lindsey Graham was like, I told y'all he was dangerous. Man, fuck you, Lindsey.
You've been standing right next to him. I can't find a picture in the last 4 years where your ass ain't smiling right next to him. Shut the fuck up.
He's been juggling his balls for 4 years, and now he's, I told y'all he was bad.
This is enough, Mr. President. Oh, today? Today is enough? Oh, look who finally.
You want to impeach him then? Well, no. I'm not going to vote to impeach him then. Fuck all y'all. I hope every one of y'all goes down. I hope Ted Cruz goes down. That fuck Josh Hawley, I hope he goes down. I hope it's treason. I mean, there are consequences for treason.
Should be. Seems like it should be. Seems like if you try to overthrow the government, something should happen to you. Like, I can't believe, I saw a tweet, I saw a tweet that said something about, like, I can't believe that all those people that stormed the Capitol thought they could just take a couple days off from work, travel across the country, storm the Capitol, overthrow the government, and go back to work on Monday. Like, dude.
I have seen some of the videos of the people arrested, and it's so funny that they're shot. Like, dude, how many selfie videos did you post of you pissing in Nancy Pelosi's coffee mug, and you're shocked that the cops found you?
They're gonna get it on. So
how'd you find me? Because you fucking posted it on your TikTok. We found your viral TikTok of you stupid fuck. That's how you do it. That's the one time you stupid shit should have worn a mask. I mean, you should wear them all the time, but that's one time it actually would have helped you.
Yeah, So they're. I've seen some statements where, like, it looks like they're really going to get every single one of them, because they were like, if you had your phone on you, we can track that. Like, because there was like a Wi-Fi.
They know when you were in the Capitol.
Yeah, and so they know all. Like, if you had your phone on you, which was every fucking one of those dummies. That got you. And then what's happening is like they're contacting people's families, and their families are immediately rolling on them.
Ratting them out.
Like ex-wives and stuff are going, I fucking hate that motherfucker. Go get him. Like,
what's army people, retired army people are losing their pensions and stuff because it's treason. It's treason. They're finding out that there was Capital City cops off duty were thinking they were going to storm.
Yeah. No, there were some off-duty cops. Yeah.
Man, it's almost sad, because you hear the stories of, like, this guy's ex-wife turned him in, the Air Force guy. They were married for like 18 years and split up in 2019 because she couldn't take his Trump stuff.
Yeah,
his Trump love, and people are giving up their families
for him.
For him,
yeah,
a guy like I don't. 18 years of marriage and children, and they're like, no, I love the guy who used to be president too much. I just, it's almost sad.
I love the real estate mogul who had the TV show that one time that I saw on the Pizza Hut commercial about stuffed crust. I love him. That's who I love. That's who I'm willing to stake my whole reputation,
everything,
and my whole life is on that person. Dude.
It's almost like that one lady, that Air Force vet, lost her life for that.
Yeah.
Oh, 1 second. Hold on. Sorry.
What? Josh is going to beat his kids right now. he heard one of them talking. And there's a strict silence code for whenever the podcast is going. I can still hear him in my headphones, guys, and he's currently giving his kids the business. It's terrifying, actually. I don't wish on any of you what I'm hearing right now in my headphones. It is horrible what this man is doing. He's got this persona of being this family man and loving his kids and all this stuff. He's a monster. He's a monster. I'm glad.
Sorry, I had to read my kids a goodnight story. I read them a bedtime story and tucked them in. Sorry about that. Glad I could be back.
Yeah, I bet you did.
But that lady got shot and died for Trump.
Yeah.
She served, I think, 3 or 4 tours overseas, survived those, and came back here to die storming the Capitol because Trump told her he didn't lose the election. Their big alpha male president refuses to answer phone calls from Biden. He won't send him a letter. He's
not going to the inauguration.
He won't go, but he's the big alpha male, little bitch at home crying in his bed right now. He's the alpha male, huh?
Yeah.
How many people you know how mad he is about Twitter? He's just crying. And guess what? I got off Twitter because I wanted to. I felt like it. Not because the government shut me down, you weak bitch. How about that? I wanted to get off of it. And it wasn't because I was scared of 5G. I'm not scared of 5G. I walked outside and I just put my lips on a 5G tower earlier. Just all it did was make me super strong and super gay and smarter than all of y'all. That's what happened. That's why I'm not on Twitter, because I got so much 5G radiation. I don't need it. I just do like this and I tweet into the universe and everybody gets it.
Just instantly trending the second.
I'm enlightened now. That's all there is to it.
That's all it is. It's just.
There isn't shit to do on a smartphone though without social media. I will tell you that. Like there isn't a goddamn thing to do on. I open it up. I'm like, oh, there's, bruh.
What do people use?
Email?
What do people use a phone for? I don't even know.
It rang one time and I threw it in the toilet. What the fuck is it?
Might as well be in there. All right, I'm gonna give you a scenario. This is something I've been struggling with all week. All right, so this is something you've probably experienced in your life, right? So you get in a fight.
All right.
You get in a fight. Josh Watts.
Never happened to me. Never happened to me.
The man, the myth, the legend, Josh Watts gets in a fight, right? The one, Josh Watts gets in a fight.
Okay.
And you beat the shit out this dude, right?
Obviously.
You get a rematch.
Uh-huh.
Beat the shit out this dude again, right? So you beat him twice. And the second time you beat him, you actually beat him worse than you beat him the first time. Okay?
Because you didn't want to do it, so you were trying to show him mercy, but you still beat him. Yeah, those are always the hardest ones. So when you beat him so bad the first time and he comes back the second time, it's more like a pity, but you still got to beat him.
You still got to show it because they haven't learned his lesson. He hasn't learned his lesson, so you have to go that far with it. And now this person shows up and they want a third fight.
In a break room somewhere?
What do you think? What do you think their chances are in the third fight after you've already beat their ass twice?
Usually when it's the best 2 out of 3, it's only 2 out of 3 because by the third one, there's nothing. You've had your dumb brains kicked out so many times. There's no reason to. Boxing matches in the 1800s used to go until somebody quit. So there'd be like 120 rounds and they stopped that because after the second round, you don't come back for a third round. When you've been beat twice, you don't come back unless there's something wrong up here.
Exactly.
Chase, what do you know about mental retardation?
Nailed it.
Call back!
So I ask you that to say this. Drew Brees, twice this year, beat the dog shit out of Tom Brady in football. Beat him the first game of the season. Beat him the 8th game of the season. Beat him worse in that game. And they're playing this weekend in the playoffs. And you know what I've seen on TV for the whole fucking week? Is how the Saints are in trouble because it's hard to beat Tom Brady 3 times. Dude, I've been losing my goddamn mind. But that doesn't even make any fucking sense. It doesn't make any. We beat the dog shit out of you so fucking easy twice. And what? What? Because you know him. You know he's got a famous wife. What? Now we can't do it. Like literally, like this is gonna go like way deep. This
is never the argument. It's never the argument.
Dude,
that's never the argument. No. The third time you're not gonna beat me. Yeah, well, you won't do it again.
It's really tough the third time to beat. I
bet you won't do it again.
I bet. See, because I saw the ways you beat my ass the first 2 times. You know what I'm saying? And now I've learned how to come back now. I know it would make sense of when I lost the first time, I would have taken those lessons and beat you the second time. But I took those lessons and still got my ass whooped. So, but now that I got 2 lessons, you're in trouble. The Saints are in trouble. They're just in trouble because Tom Brady, dude, literally, like stats and all don't even back this up. Literally, if you look up like how often this has happened, this doesn't happen every year or whatever, where a team will play each other 3 times. It just by luck happened this way because Tom Brady can't fucking learn his lesson and go home. He won't let Drew Brees have his farewell tour. This motherfucker's got to jump over into our division and try to take his goddamn shine. I'm so fucking mad at Tom Brady for personally trying to ruin Drew Brees' legacy. So, bro, literally in the history of it, 60% of the time that this has happened, the team that won twice won the third time. And you know who was the most recent fucking team to do it? The goddamn Saints 2 years ago. We kicked Carolina in the ass 3 times. Drew Brees was the quarterback. All our players are the exact same.
Yeah, but that's not Tom Brady.
But it's not Tom Brady. And it's been me. I even know the sports media. I've been a fucking mess all week. All right. We won the first playoff game last week. And I know this is going to be it for Drew. He's going to retire at the end of this year. So this means a lot to me. This means so much to me that we get this fucking W this week. And the only 2 sports media members, I've been listening to podcasts every day. I've been checking, like I've been reading, I went back and watched the old games and shit, like all that basketball stuff. Like I'm that fucking crazy. Like but fucking Shannon Sharp, Kay Adams. They're the only 2 good sports media members because they're the only 2 out of all the NFL Network, the fucking Ringer, ESPN, fucking Fox Sports. They're the only 2. The only 2 that went, hey, if you look at this, it actually doesn't fucking make sense what you're saying. It makes no sense. We beat them 38-3 the last game we played, and I'm supposed to be scared. I'm supposed to be scared?
I like that you're taking it as a personal challenge to you.
I am! Dude, I'm ready to play if Sean Payton called me right now, I'm getting on a plane and I'm giving them everything I got, dude. I'm giving them everything I got. You need me on special teams, coach? I'm in there, okay? I'm in there. I'll fucking block. I'll create a wedge. My man's getting another championship.
This made me think of, I think it's the Jim Rome show, where he's arguing with a guy and he calls him the wrong name. And he's like, I bet you won't say it again. He goes, I bet I do. And then he does it again, and then they start fighting. That's Drew Brees and Tom Brady. I bet you won't beat me again. Bet I do.
Bet I do. Bet I fucking do.
What is that? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. So Jim Everett is the guy's name. Jim Rome is the anchor or whatever. It was his show.
Is he still around? Is he
he's on like CBS now, and he still does like radio. There was a period of time where Jim Rome was like the fucking sports radio guy or whatever because
dude, I was on board with him from that clip because he knew he was going to get beat.
Yeah.
He knew it, and he's still
Jim Rome. he has this whole style. Yeah, especially back then, he was kind of like more the edgy one or whatever, and he would do this thing where he would like he would take these long pauses on the radio, and apparently that was like revolutionary in sports talk radio, where they weren't like filling every second of it, and he would just, he'd be like, Tom Brady is going to lose on Sunday. Like he would like real deliberate like that. And
it was like the first time somebody jumped to block a shot.
Exactly, dude. It's the exact same thing. And so this was back, that happened in the 90s. That quarterback was actually a Saints quarterback at one time. His name's Jim Everett, right? There's a famous female tennis player named Chris Everett, right? And she's actually very good. it's actually very shitty what Jim Rome was doing, because Chris Everett is a great athlete who has won many titles and should be respected. But instead what he did was go, she's a fucking girl. He's Chris Everett. Chris Everett, you're like a girl, Chris Everett. And so every time he would talk about Jim Everett, he would call him Chris Everett, because it was just the most yeah, it was the most disrespectful thing he could possibly do, is compare him to a greater athlete than who Jim Everett was. And so Jim Everett goes on the show, just ready. He's not going to take his shit anymore.
He's ready to fight from the second he sat down, dude.
Not taking his shit anymore.
He sat down like this.
And Jim does the thing. He goes, and Jim Rome does the thing, and then Jim Everett goes, and I tell you what, I've watched your show, and I know that you call me Chris Everett, and you won't do that again. And Jim, perfectly, I bet I will. Chris. And Jim jumps across. So the version that they showed...
it's so funny.
The version that they showed on television, they actually edited some of the audio out. It's actually so much worse. So the version, because it was pre-taped, it wasn't like live.
That's even better. That's even better.
Yeah. And so whenever when Jim Everett jumped Jim Rome, it kind of you just hear all the tussling, right? Whenever you watch what they actually show. But there's a film out there of the audio of Jim Rome while Jim Everett has tackled him, and dude is like screaming he's like get him off of me! Get him off of me! Get him! Like he's doing that type shit. So he was man enough to say it to his face and was like, well, whatever. But once he got jumped, he pussed out.
Oh, God damn it. That's funny.
Yeah. But one of the greatest moments in sports news coverage history ever is that leans up there with what's your wrestler that slapped that investigative reporter in the ear and made him go
Dr. Death, Steve Schultz. Dr. D, Dave Schultz, slapped the shit out of John Stossel. John Stossel still has hearing loss. He said, I wanted to ask you something. Yeah, what you want to ask me, boy? And he said, I think it's fake. Oh, you think it's fake? And then he just fucking opened and slapped the shit out of him. Is that fake, you boy? That's an open slap right to your goddamn head. Is that fake? What about that? And he keeps fucking slapping him.
He's like a 2020 style news, this is like 60 minutes. Like he slapped the shit.
It was
2020. Okay, right. Yeah, so it's like it's like he slapped the shit out of Barbara Walters. Like it's like he just
it was fucking beautiful. I remember
Anderson Cooper getting the shit kicked out of him right now. Like that's what it would be like.
I remember as a kid it happened on the news, and I don't remember much from that age, but I remember watching the news and be like, hey, there's a wrestler on Mom and Dad's news. Why? And then being 5 or 6 or whatever I was, seeing, hey, there's a wrestler on Mom's news. Hey, the wrestler's beating the shit out of the news guy. Maybe I need to watch the news. That
is everything wrestling?
Have you ever seen the Richard Belzer
with
Hogan? Bruh, that's one of my... Because Richard Belzer talked so much shit to Hogan before and during about it being...
So, here's the thing, is if you think wrestling's fake, to the way they used to think in the 80s where they thought they were, exposing this big... it's fake, admit it's fake. Where, if you look at it that way, where you feel like you're being tricked or whatever, you still can't look at a big ass fucking wrestler and assume that he can't for real kick your ass, though. Even if what he's doing on TV is fake to you, in real life, he's bigger than you. So,
in real life, he's still picking up. In real life, he's still picking up 300 and 400 pound people and throwing them around the ring. So they're pretty strong. And Belzer talked a lot of shit about wrestling and Hogan, and he had a talk show at the time. Richard Belzer is mostly known from as Detective Muntz from Law and Order. And
when I found out that he was
Blue, maybe
he's from one of the crime shows. Whenever I find out that he was like a respected comedian, like back in the 70s and early, I all I knew him from was fucking saying saying snappy stuff right before the music plays on fucking
but he had a talk show and he had Hogan and Mr. T on. It was around, I think it was the first WrestleMania or so. And if you go back and watch it now, Belzer's basically saying that he doesn't think wrestling's real. He wants him to put a move on him. And so Hogan puts him in a front face lock and Belzer's making jokes and waving his arms around. If you go back and watch it now, Mr. T is so fucking mad at Belzer. He's like, yeah, reach in on him. Choke him out. Get him. And you can see Hogan like, hey, shut the fuck up. But Mr. T is so, yeah, get him. Yeah, show him how fake it is. Show him it's fake. Like, Mr. T's fucking lit up about it. And Belzer is in the headlock. He's waving his arms all comically. And you can see the second where Hogan was like, all right, motherfucker. And he just lifted up a little bit. And 3 seconds, Belzer was unconscious. And he went so unconscious that he slipped right out of Hogan's arm. And, dude, his head smacked on the back of the... I mean, it busted wide open. He jumped up real quick and called, like all spiffy, called to commercial break while his brains are leaking out the back of his head.
It's just such a
short-sighted... Then he never did comedy again, and now he's on NYPD Blue. So you tell me if wrestling's
NYPD fake. Blue. And now he's on ER. So...
it is. It wasn't what. That was on, whatever.
He's on St. Elsewhere, okay? But just like how short-sighted, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, not to mention just the fact that obviously he could really fight you and beat you up. But you thought that you were gonna make fun of a man's profession on national TV,
right.
And he was gonna do something to where when you got done, you could go, "See, I told you were bullshit," and then go like. What did you think? He's gonna protect. He's got pride. Like
even as a kid, I thought that. Like, what did you think he was gonna let you make fun of him on? Like it's already any wrestler has to defend the whole profession, but he's the world champion of the biggest company. Of course, he's gonna. I was about to say, wring your little neck, you pencil neck geek.
Love it.
It's fucking funny. Yeah, fuck Tom Brady, man. I don't like his haircut. I don't like his MAGA hats. I don't like his wife.
Dude, his hair's getting thicker.
Stupid team.
His fucking hair's getting thicker. It makes no sense. He's 93 years old. How is his hair thicker now than whenever he was 27? It makes no fucking sense.
He's gonna be on one of those. He's gonna be on one of those Nugenic commercials with Frank Thomas. Hey, is that the big hurt? He looks so young and vital. Hey, you know what it is? Nugenics. And Tom Brady's gonna pop up and be like, I got hair again because of Nugenics. Shut up, Tom.
The TB12 method. That's his thing. He does have like a whole like nutrition and health thing that he's trying to push whenever he retires.
I bet he fucking does.
Part of why he's trying to play till he's 45, that's the number. He's trying to play to 45 is because he wants to be like, I'd use the TB12 method, and that's how I played in the NFL till I was 45 years. Like that's literally like a part of what's built in.
I'll tell you how he played that long till he's 54. You know how? Adrenochrome, drinking it from children because he's one of the top pedos in the entire fucking nation. Drinking kids' blood.
I'm gonna have to censor you, bro. I'm gonna have to censor you pretty soon. You're going wild over there. Yeah, man. I'm sorry that I had to like kind of act like I was talking about something else before I could talk about football. But I just wanted to really drive home the point of how stupid it is to think that I could beat the dog shit out of you twice and that you have any chance the third time. Like I don't care who he is. He's Tom Brady. He lost twice. He lost twice. The same guy you're talking about. He lost twice. So you saying Tom Brady doesn't trump that dude lost twice?
Give me one scenario where somebody loses twice and is it's like somebody beats somebody twice and then is the underdog for the third time.
Right. Come on. That never happened.
It's just not real.
No, but if you checked, like, if you were watching, like, any, like, sports coverage this week, like, this is the last week for Drew Brees. It's all over. Like, the Saints might, they just don't have enough. We don't have enough pieces suddenly. Suddenly, we just don't have enough answers. We don't have enough answers for a team that we gave up 3 points to last time we played. How can we possibly stop this high-powered offense that managed to score a field goal on us last time. How could we possibly stop that? They're the most fraudulent team. Dude, they're the most fraudulent team in the whole playoffs. I don't give a fuck. This is going to come out the day after the game happens, and I don't give a fuck. I'm putting it all out there. I might look like a fucking asshole come Monday, but I mean what the fuck I'm saying, okay? I mean it with everything in me. I have been waiting for Sunday all week. Like, that's the one. I mean, I love football, but the one thing about it is it's once a week. And whenever you get to these points, and it's like the games matter so much, and it's the playoffs, and literally if you lose, you're out. And I gotta just fucking sit there for 7 days and just wait for my favorite strangers to go up there and hopefully make me happy for another week.
My favorite stranger.
They're wearing my favorite shirts. And all right, bro. You want to wrap it up?
Yeah, hold on.
You want to get Zoe? Zoe, you want to send us out?
You want to say hey? Show them your muscles.
I see the muscles, Ojo. For those listening on the podcast, we just had a special guest just drop in.
Say something, Zoe. You want to talk?
This is Ojo Watts.
Say
hello.
Say hello, America.
Hello, Mecca.
Zoe, tell them we'll see you next week, and thank you for listening.
Say see you next week.
See you next week.
Perfect.
All right, America.
All right, guys. We'll catch y'all next week. Appreciate y'all hanging out. Make sure you subscribe on YouTube, subscribe on all podcast streaming platforms, rate and review the whole thing. Bucketsofduckets.com.